To Durban's Moses Mabhida Stadium came tens of thousands to watch every kind of racing car burn up the street circuit and specially laid track inside the stadium. Naturally, Top Billing got the scoop.
All right, Jonathan, here's the deal. There are two interviews happening at exactly the same time. The one is with Mika Häkkinen, the other is with the trio from Top Gear. So I've thought of a little challenge to kind of even out the playing fields. Whoever wins gets first choice on who to interview.
And you chose changing a tyre.
Yeah, I thought it was butch.
Jeannie interviewed the Top Gear trio last time, wanting to meet double Formula One world champ Mika Häkkinen and knowing how valuable a great pit crew member is to a Formula One driver, she had to make a good impression. So Jonathan would be meeting the three men who between them have transformed serious motor journalism into hit television, partly by pulling outrageous stunts like this.
Welcome back to Durbs.
Thank you.
And South Africa.
We have had a riot. You are the best audiences we encounter anywhere in the world.
Notice how often we do the live show here, how often we film here. Every year we find excuses to come back.
Top Gear is the most watched show on the planet. 170 countries, 350 million people. How do you take the format of the show and try and adapt it to this massive live format?
I don't think we try to do what we do on television here. That would be impossible. But you can try and bring the spirit of Top Gear and the hopelessness of us three and our sartorial elegance.
And you take the attitude of it and you share it with a bunch of like-minded people. That's it. So it only works in some places and it doesn't work anywhere better than it works here.
I think people know that as well. They know that a live show is not the same as, in the same way as the theatre is not the same as the television. You know, it has constraints on it, but we sort of try and fit what we do into that. So it's Top Gear, but it's Top Gear in the form of a pantomime, which is where we're all going to end up, let's be honest.
A lot is made of the chemistry between the three of you, but I use chemistry in inverted commas because I'm quoting Clarkson now. It can't be engineered and it comes from a deep loathing of each other.
People assume that when the television programme stops, we all socialise together.
Oh, mate, you all right?
He goes to Wales, he goes to Hammersmith. I live less than a mile from you, don't I?
Oh, I think it's only half a mile.
And once, accidentally, we were in the same restaurant at the same time, but that's it.
I never went there again.
That's weird, because neither have I. No, we don't.
People sort of say, well, you know, what do you do when you socialise? And I would say, well, we don't.
Well, to be fair, there's the times when we're not working together are few. So the very last people any of us want to see are in the
I spent last year, and I worked this out, 5 times more with these two than I did with my children.
Yeah.
5 times more.
That's enough.
You seem scarred, yeah. You seem like it's affected you.
And I really genuinely hate them.
The weird thing is that the only people who are pleased about that are his children.
2002, the show was reinvented, new format. So it's been over 10 years now. How much longer do you think you guys can put up with each other?
People think that what will happen is we'll run out of ideas, but what's extraordinary is we don't. I mean, we are currently building the Ford Transit van. Are you familiar with this? It's a mid-sized van, and converting one into a hovercraft. Now, that's the sort of thing that 2 years ago we had nobody had thought, well, it's obvious you turn van into a hovercraft because Britain keeps flooding because it really never stops raining now. And we're not even, I mean, really doesn't.
It's raining now.
It has rained solidly for 2 years. And that's the sort of thing where you think, well, we never would have thought to do that. And you'd be staggered how many ideas. And when we get stuck, we just come to South Africa because there's always something here.
There was the Dakar Rally vehicle of Jeannie de Villiers, the RB7 Formula One car, and at the Beverly Hills Hotel, Formula One champ Mika Häkkinen was taking a cool Scandinavian view of it all.
I wanted to know how you got into racing because I read that your father was a taxi driver, so did that have anything to do with getting you to drive really fast?
Absolutely. I'm sure it had an impact from the parents, but my parents didn't really push me and said, Mika, go for the racing now, you know, because I was 5 years old. So.
You were 5?
Yeah. My father was teaching me limits. When I was coming in the corner and braking, I was braking too early, so what he did, he put the can next to the racetrack and he said, Mika, you know, every time when you see this can, that place you brake. So every time he moved a little bit closer to the corner until I went past a little bit to apex. Then he moved a little bit back. So that way I found my limits when I was a young kid.
I can't believe how young you were when you were already driving, when most people only start to learn just before they need to get their license.
Motor racing is like any other sport in the world. You really have to start young, and that's when you get older you will become really good.
I love cars. I'm practically a boy when it comes to that. So what is the best car you've ever driven?
It was a Formula 1 car, McLaren, a Mercedes, what I drove. That was the best car. It was just amazing.
So let's talk Top Gear. Do you know the Steg?
I think everybody's wondering who is he, and I don't know.
Are you faster than him?
Yes.
Of course you are.
As Ndumiso Ngwabi, winner of our Top Hat competition, was about to find out. We think the screaming was Jeannie, but it could have been Ndumiso. A luxury SUV had surely never performed like this before.
This man is officially crazy. He was screaming and giggling the whole way as well. You've got quite a sense of humor around those tracks.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
Fun, yes, but for professionals only.
So how was that? Because Mika Häkkinen was making it even scarier by screaming the whole way through.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing, really amazing.
What was the highlight?
Going so close to the walls and everything. It was such a big car, as he was saying. He's an incredible driver, really.
You're a local. When was the last time there was so much excitement in Durban?
Well, the last time the Top Gear Festival was here, I guess.
This festival is all about girls and cars, so for guys like us, it's the perfect place to be. And don't you think Jeannie's even more gorgeous in real life?
Speechless.
Pretty much the effect that extreme motorcyclists, the X-Fighters, had on the audience, with freestyle motocross champion rider Sick Nick DeVette and Brendan Potter leading the thrills.
How much practice does it take to defy gravity like you oaks are doing right now?
Obviously it takes a few years. You got to kind of learn the ropes and figure it out. You don't learn these things overnight, but learning with the right guys, you figure things out quickly. I reckon good year or two, but freestyle motocross is definitely an eye-opener. Good sport to watch and good sport to ride. Grab your gear, it's time to go have some fun with myself and Sick Nick.
You ready, Jeans?
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little scared.
I'm also scared, but I'm going to do this. Ready?
But let's be honest, real motorists only have two wheels.
Decent headgear is of course a must. Sadly, Jeannie couldn't ride in heels, but as soon as Nick got going, she understood why. You only get to be 7-time SA FMX champion by taking it to the edge.
Jeannie, what a day. Top billing at the Top Gear Festival with my top goal. It just doesn't get any better than this.
All I can say after an adrenaline rush like that, it's easy to see why we feel on top of the world.